Have you ever wondered what the Nephilim, also known as giants, were doing on Earth before the flood? And did you know one of the Nephilim tried to fight Enoch? Stay tuned as you're about to discover what 90% of people don't know about the life of the Nephilim. Welcome to our channel, where we peel back the layers of biblical history to reveal hidden truths and fascinating stories. If you enjoy our content, consider subscribing, and we promise to keep bringing you engaging and enlightening videos. In the beginning of time, God assigned roles to each of his creations. The day before the Great Flood, the Lord sent down 200 angels, known as watchers, to oversee humans. Their role was to watch over humanity without interfering. Before the flood, and even before the watchers descended, sin had already filled the earth. God instructed these angels, "Go down to earth, oversee my mortal children, watch them and guide them from a distance, but never interfere with their affairs." According to the Book of Giants, before the angels were sent down, they asked God, "What is man that you are mindful of him? Why do you care so much for these mortal beings?" Although the Book of Giants does not clarify God's answer, he gave the angels a directive to follow. They assured God they would only watch over his creation and never sin like humans. However, God warned them, "It is revealed and well known to me that if you happen to live in the earthly world, the evil inclination would sway you just as much as it rules over the sons of man, but you would be even more stubborn than they are." The angels promised to fulfill their role as watchers to ensure God's intentions were met. The Lord appointed Semyaza as the leader of the 200 watchers. It seemed simple enough: watch over the human creation without interfering. But as we know, simple things are often not as easy as they seem. While most thought this task would be straightforward, Semyaza and the other watchers found it challenging. As soon as they descended and saw the daughters of men and their beauty, Semyaza said to his followers, "Come, let us choose wives from among the children of men and beget children." The angels could not resist the beautiful mortal women. The fallen angels, also called the Watchers, came down from heaven and mated with human women, who gave birth to their offspring, the Nephilim. These Nephilim were monstrous and bloodthirsty giants. They killed and consumed animals, plants, cattle, and humans. Having experienced intercourse for the first time, they not only consumed the creatures they found, but also sexually abused them. These events were reported to Enoch, who documented them in the Book of Enoch. Today, we will gain insight into how the giants lived during their time on Earth. From the well-known Dead Sea Scrolls, we discovered a piece known as the Book of Giants. Although not fully complete, it talks about the offspring of the Watchers and how they were wiped off the earth. According to the Book of Giants, after the 200 angels descended, they took mortal women as wives, impregnated them, and shared the secrets of heaven with them. While all the Watchers were doing this, Azazel, a high-ranking Watcher, went further and taught men how to fight, make weapons, and wage war. Forbidden knowledge of the heavens and untold wisdom of the angels were shared with many mortal women to charm them. The world had descended into chaos. Wars raged, atrocities were committed, and the Watchers' insatiable appetites disrupted the societal balance that humanity had painstakingly built. These Watchers populated the earth with Nephilim, beings who were half human and half heavenly. According to the Book of Giants, Semyaza, the leader of the Watchers, fathered 2 giant sons, Oya and Hahya. Other demons and Yakars fathered the rest of the giants. These giants grew up and wreaked havoc on Earth, bringing destruction and ruin to the human race. Humanity's cries reached heaven, and God, hearing their pleas, responded. He rebuked and banished the Watchers and their children. As judgment loomed over the Watchers and the giants remained oblivious, enjoying their lives. They boasted that Oya and his brother would rule forever due to their unmatched power and strength. During this time, the giants began having strange dreams, predicting a great flood that would destroy them all. The giants and monsters gathered together. Mao, the son of Barak, shared his troubling vision with his brothers. He said, "I saw myself with a stone tablet submerged in water. When I retrieved it, 3 names were etched into its surface. In Ma's dream, most names on the tablet were washed away, but 3 names remained. One version of the dream depicted an angel defacing the tablet, symbolizing the destruction on Earth, with only 3 men surviving the flood. More interpreted his vision as a curse and sorrow, believing the giants would be punished for their evil deeds. He said, "The spirits of the slain complain about their killers and cry out, 'We shall die together and be made an end of.'" Did you know the Book of Giants was discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls? There are two versions, the Manichean version and an Aramaic version found at Qumran. The Qumran text is so fragmented that clear reconstruction is impossible, making the order of certain verses a best guess. If you learned something new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get back to the story. One of Shemihaz's sons asked, "Who taught you to interpret this dream?" "It was my father, Barakel," Mawe replied. Oya's brother then described his own dream. "I dreamt of a virgin woman who gave birth to a son." Oya realized they were all having similar nightmares. He shared his dream of a garden being destroyed. "In my dream, there was a garden with gardeners watering 200 trees. Large shoots grew from their roots, but fire and water destroyed the garden." Oya continued, explaining that after the destruction, 3 plant shoots or trees remained. Some giants began to believe they would be destroyed for their sins, and they started to cry. Oya tried to calm them, suggesting the visions were meant for Azazel, the Watcher, who taught men to fight and incited war. "These judgments are for him, not us," he said. Ma, however, remained unconvinced. He confirmed that God had already condemned and banished Azazel. Oya, annoyed, looked to Gilgamesh for support. Gilgamesh said, "I am a giant, and by my strength I have made war against mortals, but I cannot stand against those in heaven. They are stronger than I." The giants realized there was no escape. They must die for their deeds. Feeling defeated, they remembered Oya's dream about the trees being uprooted and tried to convince themselves they had done nothing wrong. They blamed mortal men for falling for Azazel's deceptions. Despite their attempts to find peace, Mawe and Gilgamesh remained uneasy. That night, the giants had nightmares about destruction and storms, making them fearful of sleep. Another giant shared a dream about a beautiful garden with 200 trees tended by angels. But the garden caught fire, and the giants panicked again. They decided to seek Enoch, the noted scribe, for answers. Mor, son of Barakel, went to find Enoch. As he flew, a heavenly voice warned him not to fly too high, or the sun would burn his wings. The voice guided him to Enoch, who stopped him. Mor referred to this encounter as his second visit. Mor approached Enoch, seeking the interpretation of their troubling dreams. He recounted the visions, the stone tablet in the water, the roots of the trees, and the garden on fire. Mor shared everything they had seen, hoping to understand their meaning. "These dreams were given to you by the Lord God," Enoch explained. "It would be wrong and impossible for me to interpret them without his guidance. I will speak with the Lord God on your behalf and learn what your visions mean and what he has prepared for you." Mawe was dismissed and returned to his brothers with the update. Oya, frustrated by the lack of immediate answers, couldn't resist saying, "I told you so." Time passed, days or perhaps weeks, as the fragmented Book of Giants does not specify. Eventually, Enoch returned with a message for the giants, who were also known as demons and evil spirits. "I petitioned God to reveal your fate," Enoch began. "The Lord God refused me, but gave me this tablet to deliver to your fathers, the Watchers. It details that Semjaza, Azazel, and all their companions will not escape judgment for their deeds. Their wives, who succumbed to your father's whims, your mothers, will not escape judgment, and neither will you, their sons. The earth cries out against the terrors you have committed. Soon, the archangels will arrive to destroy you all, and those who remain will face the great flood that will destroy all living things. But pray now, giants, and pray sincerely for forgiveness. Perhaps, in such a gesture, you might yet be saved." Enoch revealed that the 3 trees and the 3 names represent the sons of Noah, from whom future generations will grow while everyone else perishes. He foretold the violent deaths of many watchers and giants, Nephilim. Despite their pleas for forgiveness and peace, Enoch told them that God had declared there would be no peace for them. Oya, hearing this, became enraged and stormed toward Enoch as if to strike him. Thank you for watching part 1 of the Book of Giants. If you're interested in what happens next, subscribe to stay tuned for part 2. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you all in the next video.